Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Surprise on the mix.
Look for the news with the around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Stuff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Voices come. Credibility, now we are building news. Give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Man, them girl begin the security power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. Climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Voices down. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God begin, let's get the power. You call on me, count to me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Thursday, April 24. Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show to you. Me na Mebel Kaba.
And me, na Al-Hassan Kuma. Good morning.
My pleasure for there, and number one for welcoming you to the Liberty Breakfast Show. Of course, today na Thursday, the 24th of April 2025. And inside this edition of the program, we will look at, we'll bring on to you the APC timeline, them election timeline updates, we definitely will bring to you inside this edition of the program.
All right, well, as now don't hear it from Al Hassan, today we can talk to the All People's Congress, APC party. We don't pull the timetable for the internal elections them. How this timetable sound like and waiting it gets as value towards the 2020 elections. We go discuss all of this in the studio this morning, and a pleasure for welcome the National Publicity Secretary for the All People Congress, we na Sidie Yayah Tunis. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Thank you very much for getting me. It's a pleasure for dinner at the new house, the new house.
You're welcome. And if you get any question for ask for the All People's Congress, APC party, especially now where the party don't get the timetable for the internal elections, where they go get forget, feel free for send them to the number +232 74 200 545, or you do go pam na the comment section. Now the different platform them also they watch with this morning. The Breakfast Show they continue, and we they look at the first issue.
We'll look at the very first issue inside the program this morning as the National Malaria Control Program. Then we hold a press conference yesterday for look at the World Malaria Day, where Salon and other countries they celebrate and commemorate the World Malaria Day. Well, I'll be the part of that particular press conference day and put this report together. Wednesday, April 23rd this year, the Ministry of Health through the National Malaria Control Program been joined hands with other countries them na the world for commemorate World Malaria Day, April 24 this year. World Malaria Day na the way the world they celebrate for raise awareness on against and benefits of malaria preventive measures, and as well as strategy where then they use for save lives and for reduce malaria na Salon. The theme for this year commemoration na malaria ends with us, reinvest, reimagine and reignite. Harold Thomas na the health education officer where he been the talk, he say every 72 hours Pikin can die out of malaria if they're not treated quick one.
Still claims the life of around 600,000, every year globally. And mostly these are children. A child under 2 years who has malaria, if not treated, can die within 72 hours. This is how serious.
Matron Arini MCC, na the head of malaria in pregnancy na the National Malaria Control Program. Inside in your presentation, they explain more on the strategic plan for fight malaria inside 2025.
End of 2025, reduce malaria mortality rate by at least 75% compared to 2015. The second one is by the end of 2025 again, we want to reduce the case incidence by at least 75% compared to 2015. By 2025, 90% of the population practice at least 3 recommended malaria prevention and control behaviors. The fourth one is to strengthen malaria surveillance and use of malaria information to improve decision making for program performance.
For look at the death rates, the number of people awake can die out of malaria na Salon, Matron Arini MCC explain.
Plan progress. Significant efforts have been made to reduce malaria morbidity and mortality. These efforts have resulted in a significant reduction in under 5 malaria case incidents from 754 in 2023 to 603 in 2024 per 1,000 population. And inpatient deaths from 84 in 2023 to 88 per 100,000 population. You see, this one is as a result of the report. This year we are able, 2024, we are able to receive more reports from other health facilities, especially the private hospitals. That's why you see the figure there. When you look at the 2023 and 2024, you you see that there is, instead of reduction, there is a little bit of increase. So this is as a result of more reporting that we are getting from the private.
Joseph Sepe, na the monitoring and evaluation officer na the National Malaria Control Program, where even the talk he explained about the treatment and drug we active for treat malaria.
We are still using it, but now it is the alternative medication for malaria. Currently, the recommended preference is the artemether-lumefantrine, because among the adults, people find it very difficult to accommodate the amodiaquine component of the 444. So they usually take the artesunate, leaving the amodiaquine behind. So, but the artemether-lumefantrine has a combined medicine of both to ensure we prevent monotherapy. So we can still use it, but the preference currently is the artemether-lumefantrine, which is not 444.
So Ganda, the work for the World Health Organization, end up say malaria na public health challenge, and them na WHO can sure say then continue for work with the strategic plan for reduce the death rate of malaria na salon, as the numbers still lay in the increase on the aspects of death and transmission rates all over the country. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Koma the report.
Welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show on Liberty Online TV, and this Thursday edition we tell una say we can talk to the All People's Congress APC party, the National Publicity Secretary, where na Sidie Yayah Tunis, where they can tell we about the party, the timetable where they don't pull for the internal elections, how this importance towards the 2028 elections. We go discuss all of that in the program this morning. But Sidie, before we can begin look at the timetable, it don't be a little long. We now don't get you in the studio for get updates on waiting on the happen na the APC. From the time we left here, apart from the timetable where the party don't get, waiting on the happen na APC.
Well, thank you very much. A lot don't happen actually. I think the last thing why they have been during the time we want for introduce the biometric registration system for we party, and since then we don't go far with that one day. A lot of people don't verify, a whole lot more don't register for the first time with the All People's Congress, and also you know, we they in the process now for begin for print then registration cards then they. Secondly, we don't able also for go around the country for engage the membership of the party, especially for make sure say we refocus the minds them on the activities of the party, i.e. preparing ourselves for the, you know, next electoral cycle, the national electoral cycle, where now elections for the 2028 general elections. We also get so many internal arrangements that we don't do across the country, focusing on specific things that we needed for accomplish. One, we get committees that we don't set up. We focus on the implementation of the agreement for national unity and also that of the tripartite recommendations. Then committees, then they don't go far as highlighting areas that we feel say we need for focus on as far as our political party concerned. We also get a specific committee we're responsible for look at the census. You know, so we get plenty issue with the last census we happened, and but this one we as a party don't really prepare ourselves, which is why when government even don't decide for postpone, we very, very much disappointed. We want to know why, and we're still very much concerned about the timelines then for ensure say we get the census done, because now the decennial census now and the as per the constitution of this country. So we get a committee specifically with experts then where they look at the level of preparedness for the upcoming census whenever that one they get for happen. So all of the internal arrangements then they go on. We also get specific group where they look at our we own constitution and the national constitution, because we want to ensure say anything we would do, even with the production of the timelines that we can talk about. So, and we elections preparedness all day within the APC constitution, the provisions of the APC constitution, and also the national constitution of this country. So we're not going to go wrong. Somebody not going to just come out from out of the blues and raise issues. We go delay the process for we, and we go also hamburg with level of preparedness for the next elections. We get plenty people, as you know, Mabel, even before we release the timetable, we already don't come out where they express interest for different positions than at the party, especially the leadership of the party, when at the flag bearership. We get so many people where they go around the country now, they meet executives, then they meet different stakeholders. Them. So these are all things that we don't build up excitement within the party, and we also now they make sure say the people of the APC, the people of Sierra Leone now know say indeed the party they gear towards, you know, the next elections.
You don't make mention of several activities then we don't they happen at the APC, and the one we start with get for do with the registration of our members them. And this is one way plenty people on a party don't they get this idea like una set them up just for Leona will pull some people and come out part of the party. Politics is about numbers. This registration where the APC be embark on. Now waiting at the essence of
Okay, so first of all, that is not possible, because already the registration itself, not to just registration, now registration and verification, and we've been very much deliberate for explain for let people understand. Anybody where we don't get the APC party card before, you no need for register fresh. You just need for go verify your membership, i.e. for make sure say you dey in line with the current state membership status as provided for by the constitution what they use now. So for example, if you Sidie Yayah Tunis, behold membership we start 2009, when you go verify, there is a provision at the form where they ask you for state your original membership date. So that 2009 day, now you they put for your original membership state, because you they still maintain your membership as at that date day. You just can't verify no more, so we'll go make sure say your information correct, and we're able to give you a unique identification number, because as it is now, you get, for example, Boku Mohammed Kamara there, all over the country. So we want to make sure say you Mohammed Kamara will not able to verify your name, your age, the word where you did, where you register now, and when we don't get all of that information, they give a number now we attached to your biometric. When are you wondering get that number there, when nobody not go ever get that number in at the APC again. So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect now the registration is registration. Now for them one we not one day register with APC, they don't get APC membership, but we want for take the party membership now. I want for make this assurance to the public. We have a system we're very sophisticated, maybe. Once you don't go pay in a bank, you get your slip. When are the actual slip where you don't come with, you don't get your form, or even where you dey face difficulty for get the form. Once we don't see say you bank slip, you don't pay as at a given time and a verifiable, we dey make sure say you register. Very soon we dey begin go around the country for address them issues then they of people we feel say they don't go pay in a bank, we're not able to register it, for make sure say they register. So we own goal now for ensure say we increase with membership just like how you talk. And we're happy with the way the membership they go. We're also happy with the enthusiasm where people they show, the interest within they show for register with the APC. So we as national executive, the last thing we want for do now for discourage people, not for register, or for disenfranchise people. Not forget say Mabel, that I want to be one of the thorning issues and they will keep in a court. leading into the 2023 elections. So we don't want a repeat of that. Now that we make every effort as national executive for ensure say we get them right. I go tell you one thing. A lot of the people that we also they out there they appeal to them. Plenty don't already begin for attempt for beat the system. But we've been telling say we have a system we're very sophisticated. Even if you go pay in a bank, a certain sleep day where you go come with to we. If not to the actual sleep where we system don't verify, trust me, it'll kick them out. And we have so many people we get around it. If you go take form, you photocopy or somebody give you photocopy of form, will not originate from a database because all of the forms they will then send out, then they by batches, then get serial numbers, and then serial numbers, then they unique to the specific districts them. So if you go photocopy form, when are for Bo, then you go fill an akono, you bring and come as kono, the system not go take them. We don't get them a lot. We even get fake receipts them, where people don't get from banks, where the system don't reject. We even get instances where people don't connive with some executives, where then they go make payments, then they come with a slip, but the payment or they reflect now we account. The system they pick all them things then they up.
So like,
and we be
so
not
like
able,
when I don't do
the registration successfully as a party. So tell me how effective and efficient these biometric systems are used inside the registration process, how it's strong for move the party go before, just like you mentioned about people we probably want for beat the system we una don't put in place. So as a party, how strong this one day compared to the previous systems that una been on the use?
Well, the previous system now being more like an analog system will be the use. We're not just simple Excel database. You come with your form, you fill them, then put your name in the system. And we will get a lot of issues, especially when it comes to the AA numbers will be the issue. Where they see duplications in the AA numbers, 1-2 person go get the same AA number, somebody go get AA number will not match with information. The AA number go dey by your membership card, but we then look at the database not different. So we get all of them issues then they. And also plenty people and they also we been get membership where their names they not be there at the database. So these are all issues we come up. We're really humble. We're going into the last elections. Now that make we say this time let we get an electronic database. We also supported by a manual database. We go ensure say every single person data with system we able to know. And this also not requirement by the PPRC. But let I also tell you one of the major features of this new electronic system we'll get so. Let us say, for example, within our governance now, when we do this registration, we put everybody in expertise as well. So whether you're a trader, whether you're a journalist, whether you're IT specialist, all of that they go. Your date of birth, everything. When the Secretary General, for example, if Secretary General want for send message to the membership of the party, it just get a system, it send the message through that system. Everybody we don't register within that database, then they receive that message. Let's say if the party cannot governance now, we want people that we're not journalists them, we want for utilize them for any reason. We just go into the database, we click journalists, we type journalist, all my way they inside it. As journalists, their names then they come up. The same with every other profession. And the system also they in touch with membership every day. So for example, if Tunis don't register my date of birth, me birthday, the system they automatically send happy birthday message to me. So these are all features where they keep we in touch with membership, We know exactly which membership we get. We know the expertise. And it also help we for know we strength by district, by constituencies, by wards. Because every single person who will capture now, will they capture in constituency, will they capture in district, will they capture in ward. So we go no say in Pujaun district, constituency 1000101 ward 365, we get this many people we don't register. We know exactly with membership strength spread across this country. And that make we encourage people also we not register it. The new registration is open, they ever close. You go register anytime. Then one self will not verify it. When I can verify, I also want for say this too. Then one way they work now offices when are public servants, civil servants. When I can get in touch with we get a way where they register on our own information or they ever go public. When you want membership, we get, a way we'll go register on our dinner the system, but it will never go public. So I just want for saying this out.
Cover the issue we get for do with regularizing status of a membership.
Once you don't get membership, and that membership they never break. Never break in the sense you never left the party, you don't resign the party or they not expel you from the party. Of course, your status where you will get, you go continue for maintain your status. That is what is called verification. So that one day, it absolutely be dealt with. Any other one we get for do with registration, the constitution of APC very clear as to how you register with the party, how you become a member of the party. So this particular one will differ as far as this concern, it get for do with verifying the one with the members of the party and also for register new members then.
So how was the compliance basis of
the membership for CAM and regularizing status for able for work within the party, say with regards to the registration for updating status within the party inside this first phase when I do?
A massive. I go tell you say over 150,000 forms don't go out already. And we get a huge return base of the one in the and yes, challenges then they here and there, but now that make we as national executive they go around for ensure say we address them challenges then they so people not feel disenfranchised, especially people we now members of the party we want for participate in the upcoming electoral elections the way they come. We want for ensure say everybody we eligible able for participate whether not for vote or for be voted for once you're eligible as per the definitions in our constitution and the constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
In terms of issues we get for do with status of una membership, early this week we been get a program where we do regarding Kono district and Cambia district leading towards the 2028 election. And the studio guests where we've been discuss issues we get for do with the APC and the SLPP about who that's go claim victory in a Kono, for example. And during the conversation, one thing we been come out, been get for do with the way how Kono people can decide for votes. One, they can look for somebody when I like picking when a then we come out from the district say where they can support. And one way plenty people get this view and believe say one of the failures and then of the APC we are not able for reclaim Kono back because of Chief Samuel Sam Sumana when I've been former vice president of Salone. Waiting in status currently na the APC because we've been get a lot of conversation around in status and the impacts where this go get again on the APC na the 2028 elections.
One thing what I want for say is that, first of all, I want for commend the Kono people. Especially the one we, been there with the party 2023. They did remarkable job. Me with Sidie Yayah, I know say if not to be for the manipulations of the elections na Kono, just like how we see manipulations of the elections na every other district, APC for don't get at least 5 seats na Kono. Then they I know for sure. We for don't get at least 5 seats na Kono. But we all know the irregularities will happen during the 2023 elections. The way how, elections results were manipulated and announced. Based on we own, information what we gather as to how the votes go na Kono, the APC for don't get at least 5 seats. So I'm not going to call that one the failure, because if you call that one the failure, it is as if they one we fed for the APC na Kono not do good job. They did remarkably well, and want for commend the Sidie Yayah and openly commend the executive na Kono and all the stakeholders in Kono we participate fully, for support the APC in the 2023 elections and the elections then before that. We want everybody in every district on board. Everybody in every district on board. The issue around Chief Samsumana, we don't discuss and plenty. I sure say the party don't be very clear on that. He is a member of the APC, at some point, because of issues and some people that began with the party, he left, formed his own party, became a presidential candidate, and then he decided to come back. The party don't deal with that one day. He's a member. Then they go Sidie Yayah and state clearly that he is a member of the party, because if he don't decide for come back and the party don't accept for let come back.
He come back fresh or he continue from outside Binde?
The constitution very clear, Mabel, as to how you become a member of the party. If you terminate your membership, you come back. The constitution clear on that one. It is not an issue for Sidon they belabor on. These are issues we would explain repeatedly. They become a member of a party or a member of an organization given conditions. You go in line with within the laws of the organization and the constitution of the organization. I believe say that every individual, when a member of the APC, they are there to the constitution of the APC. And we also, as national executive, that is what we are keen to, because we go rather go any side and interpret and no say with we heads high up say we go by the provisions of a constitution. Then we go, we put we head down say, oh, we flout with constitution. So we focus now with constitution.
So the provisions of our constitution. Is Samsumana eligible for contest for the flag bearership of the APC?
When we reach that side, the legal people then go interpret.
But waiting the provisions say.
We constitutional talk and clearly. If you want to be a presidential candidate of the party, if you don't become a fully paid up member of the party, 5 years continuous from the day where you register to the next National Delegates Conference, who say you want for contest for be that presidential candidate stay.
So waiting at the status of the
APC with regards to Kono, just like within Mabel, we'll bring an insight of the previous program where we all in a studio with regards to Kono and Cambia when a swing, regions them during elections.
The APC very strong in both districts. I can tell you this for free. We're very strong in Kono, we're very strong in Cambia. The last elections results show. We membership in Kono go through a lot 2023 elections. A lot, humiliations, manipulations, and everything. But then resist. They were resilient and they're able to get to waiting and get we. We want unity everywhere. We want unity in Kono. We want all of the stakeholders them on board. But we also have a responsibility as a party for ensure say we uphold and we protect the party as far as it relates to the constitution. We spent 3 years in our court. 3 years, 2020 to 2023, for constitutional issues. This constitution we will go through, so we will get now, so it go through a lot of scrutiny. A lot. It spend months na PPRC. People challenge provisions then inside it. Like, for example, The 5 years clause with plenty people and they frown out so now been 10 years. Some of the very people where they can raise issue about and so now, then cry and go PPRC. There is issue now PPRC. And PPRC now they reduce until 5. Every organization gets a own eligibility criteria for people we want for contest or we want for hold positions. Even the Constitution of Sierra Leone get eligibility criteria. That is why the Constitution of Sierra Leone, they tell you, say, for let you be president, you for around 40 years. And if you don't qualify for be a member of parliament. These are all eligibility criteria where the Constitution of Sierra Leone stipulates for people who want for be. So I don't see why, if the party also puts eligibility criteria for people that we want for contest for various positions for be issue.
Let's see the way, don't they see?
Over the years, and when elections they happen at the country, the CC Kono at times can decide the winner of elections them at the country. We see during 2018, APC get a massive number na Kono. But after 2018, we see a huge turnaround, a huge change. Somebody with the watch now will tell you, say, SGBV have the number than the APC for now in Kono. So what you do as a party?
I think I like Kono, I respect Kono, I value Kono, we party value Kono, we strengthen, we respect every district. But I think we also get for be careful how they overplay this. I don't feel saying that one great district will cost party elections. We don't ever see we votes na Freetown from 2012 how it dropped. We don't ever see we votes na Bombali, Poloko. We lost over 25% of Poloko votes between 2012 to 2018. We lost over 30%. We vote drop by 30% na Western area. We vote drop now other areas then. We all now and then, if we put efforts and add them up, it go help we in we winning. So we focus as much as we want for make sure say we get everybody on board. As a party, we not we focus not just one district. We want for ensure say we get unity everywhere. Every district in this country, they work very hard for the APC. Just as the Kono district. How we want all the stakeholders then for they on board, na Kono, na so we want all the stakeholders then for they on board, na Cambia, na so we want all the stakeholders then for they on board. Na so lastly, if me self Sidie Yayah Tunis, we get support spread all over Southeast. If I can't say, okay, if APC not give me this, I know the contest. Then when I go begin for come back, call APC, oh, Bo important, Pujo important, Sidie Yayah Tunis don't vex. What you wanna get for do?
So one thing we
you understand?
Na popular view, now that the unique case of Kono, na certain way different from other side them, where if they don't decide say, na so they want for go because of the numbers we didn't get there, then they go so, and especially where they hold strongly believe in person where they come out from their own side. Waiting the party makeup of this popular view say if una not able for clearly reconcile with Sam Sumana, una go lost Kono back 2028.
Yeah, but I don't know it's not this issue with Sam Sumana. So what? The party for just take the Flagbearer again, ignoring all other constitutional provisions. I don't know it's not this issue where what's how for reconcile? He's a member of the party. He don't can the party don't accept him. So what's else the party for do? What else the party for do? Let we just say, okay, can be presidential candidate and forget all the constitutional provisions, and then somebody else take we court and we spend 3 years in a court and we lost, and then can't blame the APC back, say, oh, we not go by on our constitution. Maybe they make constitution for one person. They form political party for one person. We all for work together for ensure say we put the interests of the party first. And that is what we are doing. So they call on everybody, including Sam Sumana, let us come work together, put the interests of the party first. But let us not put our own interests first. say, oh, Papa, I get for be how me want when I done they are the yeri, done at the insinuation, oh, na they give me na this studio. But I don't know if Nadan, I don't know if Nadan the Konon people they say, oh, because me they go Konon, I know they get that one day. I know they get that vibe there. The Konon people are determined to continue supporting the APC. Then determined for see the APC na power. And they work very well with the Konon people, including Chief Sam Sumana. So anytime I can on TV, where people they bring their issues they are up, and they wonder who side they come up from.
So on a party or the executive not aware of that?
We know say Sam Sumana is a member of our party, and we know say we they fully engage. We know say people and the way they engage with them all the time. We also know say we self as executive they engage with them all the time. But one thing also we responsible for and we go do now for ensure say they one we eligible for contest for any position at the APC party, then go contest for their positions then they.
Now we can out to the issue we get for do with the former flag bearer of the APC, Dr. Samura Kamara. How the relationship don't sound like between him and owner within the executive, especially where it comes to the issue of the electoral justice, where it don't they ask for.
So let me talk about electoral justice. Earlier, I tell you say we get committees where they look at, the tripartite recommendations for ensure say they are fully implemented. The issue for let we go into, dialogue and come up with agreement for national unity and also get tripartite, report. It originates from doctor and we support them fully as a party. Now the tripartite don't give them report. The recommendations are out. We don't set up this committee for ensure say we fully able for implement the recommendations then they. For us as a party, that is what electoral justice is about. Because if we're able for implement all the recommendations then they, it will make them very difficult for anybody, regardless of whether in a ECSL, for do it and do 2023. And so anytime the people of this country go into elections and they vote, then they make sure say the one they win and vote for, now then get. We're not going to ever get a repeat of what happened in 2023. Now that now we don't focus. Now that for us, now electoral justice, and around it, we as a political party, they push for. Any other idea people can get, we will continue for engage people for make them and make sure say this now in really for be we all focus so that this electoral justice where everybody they talk about will come to fruition. This country will continue for get free, fair, and credible elections as the people of Sierra Leone want them.
So does that mean when they work with Dr. Samura Kamara fully forget the electoral justice where it is seek?
Well, we as a party, they operate as a party. We functions then they align with the laws of Sierra Leone, and we functions then they align, with within the provisions then say, whether agreement for national unity or not for tripartite recommendations. One thing we me not go do now for consider and say anything, we not correct, and we me no say not get for happen. I not go consider on our TV and tell the people and say, oh, then get for can remove President Bill and put this person. Because I know say the tripartite agreement for national unity, all of them things they need not talk to that. Waiting we me they say now not just waiting in now the reports, the recommendations, and how we go implement them. We as a party always, Dr. Samura Kamara contests for we party twice. So not to somebody where you go look at as funny, no, a very senior stakeholder of we party. We get high respect for him. We doors are open for work with him anytime, any day, and we will continue for work with him. Because he's been our presidential candidate. And we still hold him in high esteem, and we will continue for work with him as a political party.
Plenty recommendations in the inside the tripartite
report we been the out where the APC party been the work towards and push government to ensure say they're able to work with them particular recommendations then. So how far as a political party una don't able for CC then work with them recommendations then they with the inside the tripartite report?
Clearly government they far behind in most of in I go say almost all the recommendations. And that is why we get a committee where they look specifically on the things then they, especially when it comes to the tripartite. The agreement for national unity, I go tell you, say we don't do a remarkable job with Andy. We don't, get almost all of the resolutions them. Yes, some of them they will still, especially resolution 4, we will still they work on, but even that we don't go far. When it comes to the tripartite report, a different issue because from the onset, when the steering committee set up, we raise issues and we don't continue for raise issues even as at recent as last week. We still feel say we for look at that steering committee because the composition of no go speak well to the implementation of the recommendation and it will reduce the level of trust where we go get in, how will they implement the recommendations then they. That is why we have a committee where they look at specifically recommendation by recommendation, how far we they, which level. But I will tell you here I say then they far behind in the implementation.
Plenty people not being
to like the members of the APC not been too happy with the decision we become on after we tripartite report been day out because there was a full hope we members of the party been they give out to the other membership about the tripartite report. So how best una as a political party be able for heal up them wounds in day because it be there within the mindset of the people that the party deceive the members them.
Well, the party not deceive the members them. You get people within the party will deceive the members them, and you still get them people in the way they continue for deceive the members them. But the members then also get responsibility for trust in the party leadership. We are a political party. We are the executive owner elect for govern this party. There is no way we go on for CUE party in opposition. There is no way me Tunis go prefer for let APC day in opposition and let other party rule. But at the same time, based on the circumstances of events, now we responsibility also for come out and tell people the truth, which is what we as an executive have been doing. We now we go continue for do. But if they come out genuinely and sincerely they tell una the truth and certain people and choose for believe what the other people and they tell them about something where if then self sit down and think about the possibilities they know say it's slim, then what we go do? We don't continue for come out say no, this not the fact is not the truth is not this happen, not this happen, now this way will they go. Because now this way stipulated. But if other group of people, majority we not in this country self, we not know self waiting they happen here, they continue for tell people otherwise, and then certain group of people choose for believe them people and they overweighting the executive they tell them. The only thing we will go continue for do as an executive now for continue for come out and talk on the truth. Because at the end of the day, when the majority of the people will realize, say, this way the executive they tell we now the truth, it go better than we self go form part for begin for deceive them. Then tomorrow they can't no say we all just don't they deceive them all along. So we want for continue for talk the truth and refocus we party in attention on what we want for start now. So we at the lower level election for prepare ourselves for the next election.
Well, that's not them people are where they deceive on a membership.
I know one for begin for go into that because we all they see social media, with the read social media, with the listen social media, so we may just want for focus on the position of the party the true winner that we as a political party, we want to make sure we're able to implement the recommendations of the tripartite committee and for ensure, say, we not get a repeat of what happened at this country 2023. We want, when we people vote, therefore able to get the one that we then vote for in every level, whether in our ward as councillors, in our district as members of parliament, or national as president.
What's in the makeup of different members them we don't hear names of people we want for contest for be flag bearer already, don't they meet different people, don't they say certain things against themselves already? What's in the party makeup of?
Thank you very much, Mabel. I'm really happy that you bring up this question. I want to first of all make them very clear that the executive of the party not support that at all. We believe, say, first of all, let you team up, say, you want for be flag bearer. You for own up, you forget the courage for no saying a competition you go into. And you get forget people who get for contest against you, you get forget people who get for stand against you. You know your own capabilities, but you don't know the other person your own capabilities. So promote yourself, sell your ideas to the delegates. If they buy your idea, then go vote you in. We want for ensure, say, their elections, they are civil, they're friendly, they're accommodating. So when they frown at anybody, we go for begin attack, in company, or for even begin make statements them, we go misrepresent the position of the party. Statements then we go speak to division, we go speak to tribalism, we go speak to violence of any kind, we go speak to revenge, because not to the position of the APC that one day. We want for conform government. We go cater for every Sierra Leonean. We go give opportunity to every Sierra Leonean, regardless of who say you come out, what's now your background, what's now your religious belief, what's now your political belief. As long as you're a Sierra Leonean, you for enjoy your government and you for enjoy the provisions them where this country constitution make for you. We in the APC, we want for appeal to we want for be presidential candidates for the party. Wanna be civil, wanna do this in a friendly manner. No need for begin attack your company. Sell yourself. If you feel say you don't do much for the party, we go buy you. But I also want for let them know, say, the party they come out with rules and regulations for governing elections. They are because under a requirement by the PPRC and by the constitution. And we go send their rules then to PPRC together with timeline for make them gazette. Then rules then and then get for guide. If you begin for flout them, we go disqualify you as a party because clearly you go against the provisions of the constitution as well as the rules that will get for set. But me only they encourage them, let the attack stop. When I focus on our ideologies, when I focus on what one can do for the party and the country. The country, because at the end of the day, whatever we get for elect, you for able for deliver for the people of this country. So this now we position.
So see, just like you, they talk about the presidential, candidates within the shop now the APC party for take up the leadership within the party. We all be see what even happen inside 2018 elections. We'll be see plenty names and be come out, plenty people will show up for take up the leadership of the party. Are we seeing short replica inside this one? Because we don't see plenty names on the shop now.
Yeah, already a lot of names that all they go around. But of course, I know say it is possible more names could come out. But I honestly believe say as we go closer, that list they go narrow. I hope so. I pray that it not go widen. But we have a responsibility. The Constitution, they now, where they guide we. The Constitution say every position will be contested for. We have responsibility now for guide the process, but at the same time, for make sure say we provide the level playing field for all the one we qualify and eligible for make them able for contest and vote. so and be voted for. So now that level playing field now we get for provide for the one they were eligible.
So from that transition, we will now move from the constitution will be provide aspect for the people for selection aspect within the party, from the selection to elections. So how best it get for be credible with regards to the voting process for able to get on a presidential candidate?
Again, for be very credible. First of all, we get a body established by this constitution, which are the Internal Elections Management Committee. Now then get responsible for conduct elections, internal elections. We own job as a secretariat. Now for make sure no more say we provide the enabling environment. Make sure say, we don't give them the timelines, like how this timeline don't come out now, so we don't give them the polling stations then and everything. And then we back out. Now then they go conduct the elections, they come with the results to we. In addition to that, for ensure say the fairness continue, we also get what we call internal elections complaint board. So if after every elections people then get grievance, then kill them grievance, then they go to the internal elections complaint board. The elections complaint board go look at the grievances and then they make recommendations. If they feel say the grievance then genuine and actions need for be taken, then go recommend the actions, and then we go act upon them. So these are all mechanisms we define in the constitution for ensure say we get fairness, we get democracy within the APC.
All right, if you just tune in, you watch the breakfast show on Liberty Online TV. And this morning we get Sidie Yayah Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary from the All People's Congress, APC party. There they update you on the activities of the party and where we come to and back, where they can look now deeply into the timetable where the party don't pull for all the internal elections them. I see a lot of questions don't they come na the YouTube channel and self na the Facebook page. And I continue for the questions them, wait time make you go for read them and Sidie Yayah Tunis go respond to them concerns and they way una the raise. Continue for sending message to +23274200545. The breakfast show they continue with a take short message from the sponsors, and when we come back, Sidie Yayah Tunis will can take we through the timetable where the APC don't set for the internal elections.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Ready for more options? The UVA Digital Experience. Same features on a bigger screen, same login on any device. Send money, pay bills, top up airtime and data. Manage all your accounts. Switch up the look. Save for your goals. Get insights on your accounts, schedule upcoming payments, and more. Visit internetbanking.ubagroup.com to get started.
Hey! Enjoy the new collapse bundle price drop. Now you can get your weekly collapse bundle for 6 millions only on Maxit app. Download the Maxit app now on Play Store or App Store. Install the app and enter your orange number and password. Now follow the simple step here. Open the Maxit app. Next, tap the account. Then select airtime and bundle. Enter the number where you want buy for. Now choose the collapse bundle where you need and the one where go suit you. Finally, type your password. Bam! All things set. Subscribe to the collapse bundle today and enjoy more browsing for small couple.
Orange. Alright, welcome back from that commercial break there. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live on Liberty Television, our Facebook, YouTube, and our website. Well, in case you just join me, we look at we bring come to you an update with regards to APC timetable for the upcoming internal elections, and we then get for all the lower level elections, we then get for all over the country. Now the studio we deal with Sidie Yayah Tunis, we deal with you now the studio for like we can discuss more and give more updates with regards to the timetable that we the party don't set.
All right, we come back to Sidie Yayah Tunis now for we can go through the timetable where the APC don't set for on our internal elections. We just know for Sauna come to agreement forget a date when I don't pull na to on a membership for the internal elections here?
Okay, so the constitution what we get now, the APC constitution, now it help we within timelines they are so. Because the constitution clearly gets specific things that will required for do. And it also then tell we say we always then be elect. Now with previous positions then we only get 3 years at their offices then they will not for exceed 3 years. So now Dandy nine lead we to then timelines they are so we get. So and also the PPRC Act require we for do certain things themselves also within specific time frames them. So the first thing first of all we need for do where we constitution give we the power for do now for develop rules and regulations. Their rules and regulations then they now for guide every election where they happen inside the party. And we required by law for submit their rules and regulations then they to PPRC. So PPRC go publish them at the Gazette, and we for do that day 3 months before the elections then begin. So which means by the 28th of this month, we for don't submit the rules them to the PPRC. Where PPRC now themselves go help for put them at the National Gazette. We also required that for every election, we for don't publish the register, and we also for send the copy, soft and hard of with database, with membership database to PPRC. This also is required by law. And for every election, we for publish the one they were eligible for votes na their elections then they. So for the ward elections then, on the 19th of July, we go do publication of the voter and the membership register for ward elections. So on the 28th of April, we go down set this timetable and the rules to PPRC. Then on July 19, we publish the voter register for the ward elections then. And on the 10th of August, we do ward elections across this country. Now all the wards them across this country. Then when we don't finish the ward elections, whatever happen in between, whether we get for go, we go address them one and day. But then when we come to constituency election for themselves, will they publish the delegates them? Because ward elections, all eligible registered members, then we don't deal with the APC for 1 year, then get right for vote. But then when it comes to constituency elections now, as per we constitution, it change. Yana now only delegates and now from constituency now take her up, now only delegates then get right for vote as per we constitution. So now that make for them, will they publish the delegates list for constituency elections. That are the one that were eligible for vote in the constituency elections. Then will they publish that list there, and then they go happen on the 13th of August. And then on September 4th, will they do the elections for constituencies then. And this election for constituency also include the diaspora branches then. They said the your election go happen the same day with the chapters then at diaspora, we would then refer to as constituencies in their own right. They said the your elections will happen the same day. And then what we don't done that day, we also go do now publication for delegates list for district conventions. That day will happen on the 7th of September. Now we publish the district convention, their own delegate list. And then on the 30th of September, we get the elections for district executive, the district convention. Then they also go include the diaspora branches. Then they go do the elections the same day. When we don't know now, we come to region, we publish their own delegates list on the 3rd of October 2025. October 3rd. Then their own election will happen on the 18th of October 2025. And their own election, they go in line with, we get inside with constitution, what we call wings or groups or bodies, like local council group, National Union of APC students, former MPs. So they have their own elections that will happen. Persons with disability, they're all elections and they happen the same day where the region, the elections, they happen. We go publish their own delegate list, the same day where we publish the regional conventions, then delegate list, September 15th. October 15th, 2025. Then their own conventions go happen on the 24th of October, the regional conventions for elect the regional executive. That same day, they also, 9 diaspora region, themselves go elect their own diaspora region executive. That are on the 24th of October 2025. Then we get what we call organs inside the APC. We get 3 organs then. Women's Congress, Veterans Congress, and the Young Congress. Then serve their own conventions and get for happen. So for them, we publish their own list, the delegate list on the 26th of October 2025. So that just 2 days after the regional elections. And then their own elections will happen on the 17th of November. So Young Congress, Women's Congress, Veterans Congress, then go do their convention on November 17th for elect their own executive, the national executive then. When we don't done all of the elections, then we come focus now on the National Delegates Conference. The National Delegates Conference itself, with convention, they happen between the 17th, from the 17th to the 19th of February 2026. We not decide on the venue yet, but at the dates that one day, they get with convention. But things then they wait for happen before the convention. Like for example, for announce the date and the place where the delegate conference get for happen, the Secretary General go do that day on the 16th of August. We go down decide outside the venue go there for the convention. The SG go put that notice there out. Then we also required by law for publish and circulate the agenda for the conference. The Secretary General go do that one day on the 15th of January. The agenda go down go out to all the delegates, then we go down publish them. We also required by law for publish the delegates list for the National Delegates Conference. So all other delegate across the country and in the diaspora, we supposed to publish all man for no. And that day we go do them on the 17th of January 2026. And then when we don't publish the delegates list, people can get right for object or for ask questions. So the deadline for decisions and for objections are the 24th of January 2026. Whatever it is, whether we push, we for don't done all of their objections, then they by the 1st of February 2026, so that on the 17th we will start the National Delegates Conference.
Elections here can determine how, for example, aspirants then stand based on the delegates them where the internal elections them can pass, and we all see waiting happen the SLPP then your lower level elections where then said down they do to a point where PPRC reach a point they put a hold to certain elections where then go for a run because of violence will be happen now some districts for the APC. Una self don't pull on a timetable now for get on our internal elections. Wetin una don put in place for ensure say violence no happen, but the one dem wey get for contest the elections them get a fair playing field?
Well, we get for ensure say we fair in everything we would do, starting with the membership registration and verification. All they want for the thing we find on we own side and the constitution will get. Because the constitution very clear as to whether eligible and whether not eligible, even for vote. You know, so we as members of the party, now we need for be fair to we self, and then one self we want for be flag bearer. Then self need for be honest and sincere with the process. If you know say you're not eligible, and you presidential candidate know say the set of people where you they push not eligible, not push them for go cause unnecessary problem. Because at the end of the day, it get for do with the existence of the party, and it get for do also with the time where we get for make sure say we able for do everything in time for prepare ourselves better so that we go win the next election. So not go create unnecessary problem. We at the national executive, we don't make them very clear. Would they make this very fair? Would they make them very transparent? And would they make sure say all anyone who eligible, they get the right for exercise their franchise. That is why even where hiccups they can now with verification and registration, when they go out for make sure say we correct the hiccups then they way before the time with the elections they had to start so. And we also therefore make sure say like we always don't do, we work with the law enforcement for make sure say law and order maintained. We go do a lot of sensitization, a lot of engagement before the elections then start, but we go also bring them on board for make sure say law and order maintained so that the elections then go be seamless, then go be fair, then go be free. At the end of the day, nobody no get reason for cause unnecessary problems or delay for we.
Transparency na one key thing you
They talk about since where you join we now the program, and that's as well. If a political party work to that part, you're able to get success in the elections and how you arrange your membership. And we also talk about the supremacy of our constitution, we want for work with. But many times we don't see politicians, they break the rules. There is a set of rules or there is a constitution where people for abide by. But whenever it comes to voting, more especially to the lower level election, we can see plenty of people can angry because of the kind of support they can get behind them back. They can want for manipulate the constitution. How best on the work? Just like Pretty Mabel mentioned about the other political party where they don't start in lower level election, we see plenty kuskas been happening. So how separate on they come as a party?
One thing I get for assure you 100% that I will not get for manipulate this with constitution. And we're not going to manipulate the Constitution of Sierra Leone as well. The Constitution of Sierra Leone takes supremacy, by the way. You know, so we're not going to manipulate. If anybody they wait for one learn lesson from that, now we. Because, like I said earlier, we spent 3 years in a court, you know, for constitutional breaches. Even though some of you go look at and say it's really not been necessary, but of course, people take we go court anyway. They hide under the guise of the constitution. But it is what it is. We don't pass through that stage day, and we don't want to go down that route day again. That is why we are very careful as I keep the emphasis on with constitution. I keep the emphasis on transparency, because we don't want somebody for just unnecessarily sit down and carry go court because you not get what you want or you not going your own way. And just carry go. So, which is why we are careful. We dey dot every I, we dey cross every T. We're not perfect. Mistakes go happen here and there, but then along the line, we want for correct the mistakes so that they're not big enough for cause unnecessary legal problem for we and delay with level of preparedness for the next election. The people of this country, they look very much forward to we as a party. So we don't want for let them down. We want for ensure say we work very hard for live up to the expectations and for live up to the demands for see we form the next government in this country democratically within the confines of the law. So whilst we challenge the government for make sure say we get the enablers, then we go make sure the people of this country get free, fair, credible elections. We serve as a party, not go flout that one day by we own elections then. Then we not get any reason for challenge anybody. So which is why we get for make sure say we own they in line with democratic principles, in line with the constitution.
All right, Sidie Yayah Tunis. Continue for the with me at the studio. Let me just look at messages where the viewers they don't send from where the program starts on us. We see a lot of questions where you for respond to. The very first message where they look at the person they ask say, please can you remind us of the 4 recommendations from the party, and is the party working to make sure that these 4 recommendations are being implemented?
The next one they come up from Fode Mustafa to our Facebook page. He say all of these plans of the APC will be meaningless if the rules governing elections are not immediately reformed. It is almost a year after the tripartite and the recommendations are still not in the law, and the APC should be aware that the current laws are in favor of the government. So if the APC keep listening to the government will only do things that will keep them in power.
We look at more messages at the YouTube channel. Fatmata Kamara, they say the Kono people are not reliable. I don't think Chief Sam Sumana is supposed to have the flag bearer as for now, according to the APC constitution.
Frederick Bali Mansari, now the Facebook page, say the 2028 elections in Sierra Leone will likely be a protest vote across the country. Many citizens are unhappy because the current government has not done much to improve their life. People are suffering from serious hardship, especially with daily needs, food, and basic living.
Abubakar Sidianke Kanu say, Mr. Tunis, una feel say anything will change for 2028 elections. I feel say una just a waste una time. Na Mohamed Kone still dey na ECSL as boss. So the same thing go happen 2028. Believe it.
Mohamed Kaman, our Facebook page, say Sidie Yayah Tunis, the Secretariat issue a press release, which you are part of indicated that we won the 2023 elections, and later the Secretariat told us let's move on and focus on the 2028 elections.
This other one from Mohammed Bangura. They say what will qualify a person to stand for a ward level position, constituency, districts and regional position in the party.
And next one they come up from Usman Kama. He say in case you're just tuning in, National Publicity Secretary Sidie Tunis say all pre and post internal elections necessity information details go be provided for transparency and accountability.
Sandy Rogers say, Mr. Tunis, what do you make up of? What will be your response to the statement of Dr. Conte, which many sees it as a revenge than justice?
Lamin Denke, now Facebook page, they say if Dr. Samoa Kama got the flag bearer ship again, I will suggest he chooses Sam Sumana as his running mate.
This one from Son APC, they ask, say, what's the guarantee that our membership database is protected?
This one they come up from the mighty APC. He say, let's me simplify it for you. Based on the party constitution, Sam Sumana not qualify for contest for the APC flag bearership race.
We look at more messages. This one from Macmillan Timothy Carter. He say, I commend the APC for releasing their election timetable ahead of 2028. However, I have serious questions that need answers. One is say, how will transparency and fairness be ensured throughout the process? Two is say, what's been done to genuinely include youth and women? Three, how will past election issues be addressed to rebuild public trust? Four, beyond scheduling, that's what are the party's real plans for jobs, healthcare, and education? 5 is say, how will civil society be engaged and internal conflicts resolved? 6 is say, what systems are in place to monitor the process and keep the public informed. We need more than just timelines. We need clear action, inclusive leadership, and accountability.
Plenty messages they come inside the program this morning. And then plenty questions as well. They go to Sidie Yayah Tunis. The next one is Mr. Tunis, what will be your response to the statement of Dr. Conte, which many seems it as a revenge than justice?
The final one when we go look at for let we give time to Sidie for respond. Mohamed Kamara say, Comrade Tunis, we all know what happened at the last lower level elections. It was the worst lower level elections ever happened in Sierra Leone. You stage manage our lower level elections just in favor of a particular candidate. How assured are you that the lower level elections will be free and fair?
The final one I will take now, Facebook page, coming from Fode Mustafa Toure, is say, Kone term is coming to an end, and the president will use the current law to appoint his successor, which is the key to transparent elections.
All right, so a lot of messages don't come in. We go allow Sidie Yayah Tunis for respond to the one that we get specific questions. Over to you.
Well, in the first place, I want to say, as far as APC is concerned, Kono people, they're very reliable. They are reliable. They don't stand with we throughout since 2012, because 2007, of course, will not win Kono. But 2012, we did very well. We win Kono. 2018, regardless of the challenges, we still did remarkably well in Kono. 2023, we did exceptionally well in Kono. Under the circumstances we happen. So they are very reliable support base for the APC, and they know that as far as development is concerned, APC don't do a lot for them. So regardless of what the circumstances be, I know say we and the Kono people get very good relationship, and they will continue to exhibit that in every elections. Somebody asked, I see people repeatedly ask me about the statement by Dr. Conte. We, now as a party, they frown at any statement where anybody they make, whether we or government, for divide this country or for threaten a certain group of people in this country. We feel say there is a law. The law is the law for deal with anybody who don't cause problem in salon, whether current or past. We as a party, no one for make our habit, and we're not going to make our habit for go after people, for chase people or anything. We want for govern for the people of Sierra Leone, regardless, like I said earlier, regardless of your political belief, your religious belief, or, you know, where you belong or where you come up from. We are a party. It is called All People's Congress. When we're in governance, we record the show. We cater for every Sierra Leonean. So I just want to make that one day very clear. Somebody sent a message where it lists certain points about youth inclusivity, I want to assure that person, they say, the way how we don't set up with governance structure, and the way how they operate now as a political party, just as before, where we focus on young people and women of this country. For now, we see a lot of young people and women, they hold positions in salon today. Now, because President Ernest Bai Koroma set the pace, a starter, you know, and we don't see President Bill follow up on them, which is good. And we therefore make sure say we go beyond that. We have to create opportunities by making sure that we make we young people that are employable. What do I mean by that? We therefore now focus on even we learning institutions then. For ensure say, you know, then set up the syllabus them and then course lines them in the way, we then go focus on then course lines the way, you know, get demands in the job markets of today, where they speak to the job markets of today, so that when we young people that graduate from universities, they are marketable, they are employable, they are not just mere graduates, where they come out and sit on back, wait till they graduate, we not go able to forget them the jobs where the world require today. So these are all areas we will get for focus. You get for also build the capacity of the women of this country. You know, that one way they in trade, make sure say you build the capacity in a way where they're not just, they do mere small business, then they're able to expand their business then because they get the knowledge and capacity, whether in terms of resources, in terms of human capacity, all of them things then they. So these are things where we really feel say we get for focus on in governance. That is why we are eager for make sure say as a membership, we're able to go through the elections they are seamlessly, will not get delays. So we begin for focus now on real governance issues, how we get for transform Sierra Leone, how we get for better the lives of the people of this country, because it is so much needed. I did on air yesterday, for example. Mabel, no matter what you say, we last APC government, we did remarkably well for this country. In the area of energy, there was a time where we don't forget about blackout business. So for low count today, now we're in a situation wherein we don't go back to seeing houses they burn because of bad light, things that we don't forget about. We see blackout now, if they buy drinks in the street, another cold again, as opposed to the time where they buy drinks, a freezing cold because light been there regularly. So I just made it tell them how we get for come approach the electricity business again, for make it work fine and make it work once and for all for we. We left a Bumbuna Phase 2 project. We from where we left, it is 7 years now. They're not able to improve on our one bit. So these are all things we don't do in governance. When we look at these things, it is painful, and it make we eager for do them things they are as quickly as we can, so that we will come back and redeem this country and serve the people of Sierra Leone. We see politics, governance as public service to the people of this country. And at the promise that person they say, we go do it in terms of transparency. I just explained with internal mechanisms. We get, first of all, apart from the elections complaint board, we get the disciplinary and grievance handling committee established by the constitution of the APC. So even if you get problem, first of all, we're not to election related, you can go there for complaint. Election related, you get the elections complaint board also where you can go and complain. So these are all transparency mechanisms that we don't put up as a party for give confidence to our membership, for give confidence to the people of this country, say the process could be transparent.
How then timeline is so important towards the 2028 general elections?
A very important, because what thing go do, imagine if we able to forget with National Delegates Conference in February 2026. We get 2 years for market with presidential candidates, and so also for clearly communicate to the people of this country with programs, with manifesto as a party. We get 2 years for do that, so we get enough time. And also we get 2 years for focus on the mechanisms, the structures we will feel safe for under in place, for make sure say the people of this country get transparent elections. Somebody they talk about, will they waste with time, 2028 go repeat itself. It is not possible. SGBV knows that. The government know that one day. Say it's not possible. What thing happened in 2023, it not go repeat itself. Not under we watch. It not go repeat itself. And yeah, they assure anybody.
But the same assurance will come from the APC after the 2018 elections. And on our supporters then been there, they hopefully they wait to say the APC do assure them say they go win the 2023 elections.
We don't
Here
learn,
you are as an opposition in 2025.
We don't learn with lessons. Mabel. That is why we are seated here as Sidie Yayah the talk. We don't learn with lessons, and that is why structures then they will not be exist within we party trade, they exist now. That is why we continuously engage far before the election they even come close. We engage with all of the relevant stakeholders then, because we want to ensure say the people of this country get their will. And believe you me, nobody not get for take that will away from them.
So don't you think there was division so far with the party in the previous election? We plenty big names within the party not begin support to the APC as the elections become very close. So waiting at the assurance at this time with regards to unity, that when they go into these lower level elections and emerge for get a flag bearership, how best are able to collaborate and work with every other aspirant, we probably not able to get the position.
I think unity goes with honesty and sincerity also. So now that make when I Sidie Yayah the talk, I repeatedly they tell everybody that we all for be sincere with ourselves. We all for be honest with ourselves. If you're eligible, you're eligible. If you know say you go able to deliver for this country, you know that within yourself. But if you really know say this day out of your reach, no go force for just cause unnecessary problem, because if you say now you're right for contest, now me right for contest. But you ever look at all of the parameters, you know say this yes now me right being, but these are not agreeable. Not just go inside it because if you say now you're right or you want stake. There are so many ways for get stake. We get a responsibility as much as now people are right. We also get for guide the process in a fair way, so that at the end of the day we get that candidate we tick all for we, and the crux of the matter is bringing the party together, but most importantly for deliver for this country, Sierra Leone, for deliver for Sierra Leone, whether competent, whether capable, whether firm enough, for team up for the people of this country, for work for the people of this country, for deliver for the people of this country. So that we maybe grab in the morning and say, and they come into a cozy office, fully air conditioned, 24 hours electricity, and not get for worry for spending small money where they earn again for buy fuel for generator. And not get for worry, say, why they drive home, sometimes fuel not get for day, I get for go team up na line 2-3 hours for able get petrol. So these are the things some of we they look at, and we as a party we they look at. We were there before. We delivered. We delivered for the students. We delivered for the women. We delivered for young people. We delivered for older people. We delivered for the working class. We go do them again. Yes, there I don't come mess them up for we, but we go do them again.
Sidie, as the wrap up the program, anybody you talk to, now the executive of the APC at this time go give you assurance, say, or don't they talk to a membership, now that assurance say 2028 elections go be a victory for the APC. Now, waiting on a rely on when we can so believe this, is it that the APC now the party will believe in the turn by turn, say after every 10-year power they change hands?
No.
Waiting at this thing where the APC believe in? We
don't believe in that, because first of all, if we believe in that, we'll not be for fight so hard for the last election. 2023 we will win. We will not be for don't fight so hard for that, and they will for just relax and not do anything. But we not believe in that. The constitution of this country say every election cycle now 5 years. So every 5 years we go into elections. Even 2028 will not be slack, because SLP self one win am. Then self they fight hard for win am. So equally so we self they fight hard for win am. With confidence level now the fact say for 10 years, for 7 years now they're not able to deliver. But the people of this country don't feel the options. Let them look at the benchmarks. In 2007, outside this country be there, we will take them over. Within 100 days, we'll begin for perform. Why make you feel say the people of this country rise up the way they rise up in 2023? Because then see I'm saying no. It is not. And it is the same. Now they continue. But what we don't do in addition to the people rising up and voting, now the structures we don't put in place internally, and we'll go continue for put in place internally for make sure say we safety map farm and not allow even for our reach 2023 to a point that we get for go sit on our table for begin talk. No. we for don't make sure say the whole country don't know whether or the true winner way ahead of time. So these are the mechanisms we they put in place. We make sure say we get the confidence, we don't give you the confidence, and we they continue for talk to the people of this country. Now that make really Mabel then distractions they are we want for coming, where they appeal to them. The leadership, the stakeholders, the membership, they all come together, left them distractions. Not all man go be president. Hey, me we Sidie Yayah so. I very well know say, if I be contest for APC Flagbearer, it go hard for anybody beat me.
Why you think so?
Because I get huge support base across this country. I know that. And I don't work tremendously hard. I know say if it be difficult for anybody beat me. But
so why you not be contest?
Because I also want for make sure say we support in a way we do the work. Me and national executive, we do the work, we make sure say as much as I am qualified and capable and I go win, but now we also able for work and get candidates and tickets. We not go cause too much commotion. We not go create too much difficulties. We go make sure say we get this done and we deliver for the people of this country. And then they inside the APC, that's why we don't come also, then they. So it's left with us, the membership, the executive, the stakeholders in the process of doing fairness. Let also be true to ourselves for rally around the one where we know say not go only win we elections, but it go also deliver for the people of this country.
All right. Many thanks to Ikana the studio this morning. That's now Sidie Yayah Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary for the APC. It will give you updates on the party activities, especially the timeline where they don't set and get timetable for the internal elections. Then we're going to get some as time they go on for update the public on how the activities and they go. Many thanks to the production team, Princess Spears, Alex Lawrence Kromana, then produce the program. Musa Sao Kuruma give you technical support. Well, members say Liberty Online TV throughout the day we get different contents them where we drop now the different platform them Musa on the follow for gonna updates and keep on glued throughout the day. So don't forget to continue for like, share and tell more people about Liberty Online TV. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good day and goodbye.
And me, Al-Hassan Kumar, want to wish you all the very best and continue for watch Liberty Online TV. Ensure that you share with content them, as we always there for update you with figures, so things then will happen all about the country. Stay blessed and have yourself a comfortable day. Bye-bye.
Develop city, then clean, all clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown, and today I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let me start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So when the worker, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packets on tin, not even a ground where you don't. Make sure so you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty Today one way the Allah say clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. You not get for Karango now the one of the two official sites. You know they can go Kissy Bomber, you know they can go King Tom Bomber. It turns so it left on a ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem because now from somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with you host dirty. We get the one then a council when we don't certify. So then are approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody from make sure say the waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies, so you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no side and day and for let them self go to you so that we no go get that gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach. All the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money on dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Fritonians then do the right thing. Because we're not going to get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not going to get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we go able to put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want to improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we will use for dirty business. You and while we all make up with mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.